Hello everyone, I'm Ryan Ferry,
I'm Dylan Dunning.
and we're here to make a little video. We're gonna smoke a white stick. We're gonna be ambiguous as to what we're smoking. Smoke some of these white sticks.
As you can tell, I'm not a professional roller. I'm more of a rapper.
Yeah, I think I used a rolling machine for mine. Came out pretty good.
Chris Castillo, he was really good at rolling. Shout out to Chris Castillo.
An old friend that died.
Good friend.
He hung himself because he was facing like 3 years jail time for beating up his girlfriend. Was under.
There's a lot of speculation on that issue, but
Well,
should we start over?
No, we're doing fine. Yeah, well, I've been playing the piano since I was a kid. No real formal training, just kind of played. Had a friend who was really talented show me a few songs that he wrote, and I kind of play those songs, and I like make my own remix, based off a few certain keys.
I started going to the gym again recently. Probably been about twice.
Good way to get
Good. Climbed to the top of a mountain the other day. Oh, here's my attire. Short shorts and...
For you ladies out there, we're working on a six-pack. He's going to the gym, and I'm doing things with my diet that are relatively unique.
Axel pose. I call it Axel pose, but everyone says I look like Axl Rose, so I say Axel pose because I'm really a poser. So Axel pose, if you will, but California, we live in California.
It's
Yeah.
the greatest state. If you didn't know it already, if you thought it was New York, you were close. In California, cactus is the desired entheogen. Trichoceras, ring a bell, anybody? If you don't know what trichoceras are, you're not there yet. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I did a 1.5 year probation for possession of mescaline, and I actually got 3 years, but they gave me half time for good behavior. I passed every drug test.
So you had probation from mescaline?
Yeah.
How do they know it was mescaline? You said you saw it was a fitness shake.
On 789, when I crashed my car, I had a peyote button in a little baggie. And, yeah, did he give you a drug test?
You know what? He gave me a drug test.
And you didn't pass it?
Well, he said he was just going to take me to jail anyways, and I gave him the urinalysis.
You gotta kind of reach out to them on a heart level, because, I mean,
No, they don't like methamphetamine at all, so... Well, anyways, my pupils...
I know cops that do methamphetamine on the weekends.
And I just think they don't have the right solution, because their solution is, okay, say someone is a drug addict. They obviously don't manage money well. They obviously probably don't have that much money. They are probably not that responsible, okay, but...
It's a whole lot of assuming, and kind of trying to guess what the person's going to do based on a few factors, but actually everyone is going to do what they're going to do, and whether or not they're using drugs, I don't think that's going to make a big difference one way or the other. So, the whole war on drugs is kind of off-putting. I'm looking forward to the day when we can put our differences aside and let us modern people use these modern compounds and have states of inebriation that are so profound and divine that we can stop war in general. We can stop fighting with each other. We can stop hurting each other. We can stop forever until the last split second of time, where it goes instantaneously to the first split second of time, and in a loop. And every generation of the universe gets longer by 1 unit, probably maybe a second, and then I've got a little scratch on my forehead and on my nose too, and something right there.
Okay, so...
And something right... Okay.
So basically, a prelude to the next episode is going to be how I feel it is wrong to take a drug addict who has no money and charge them, the government charge them $1,500 for what they feel is just, and then put that person in a drug program that was voter approved. But the way the program works is you're taking a drug addict, you're putting him in this expensive program where he has to pay for every little step of the way. If he gives a dirty urinalysis, he'll get violated. He'll like go to prison. He'll
You get
fucking
like three,
not.
four chances.
You get 3 strikes, but still, you're taking this. It's not a solution to curing or stopping this drug.
It's a technical
It's
irony.
this. It's
It's
this.
weird.
It's sold as a freaking.
It's like get a grip on your drug habits, or else, because I think that your immune system and the butterflies you get,
I'm gonna make my point again.
it's fun, it feels good. I want to repeat the experience as often as possible, or as often as convenient, or as often as healthy. Faces of meth, as long as you keep turning in those doll faces, there's
Last
really
10 seconds.
part two. So right now I'm just
Just feel it's wrong to take this person who snorted a line, but he doesn't have the right of my body, my choice, just like abortion does. And I think abortion is a lot more serious. And I think, if you have one, you have one. It doesn't matter. But I'm not against abortion. I'm not for abortion. It just.
I don't have any strong feelings.
Basically, my
towards
point
abortion
is,
one
you
way or the
shouldn't.
other.
You shouldn't.
Dylan, it's like this.
If
Okay?
drugs were an
The
enemy,
government-sanctioned methamphetamine in Mexico from the Mexican mafia is safe. Nobody's doing any time for that. Nobody's getting in trouble. It gets distributed into the states and all over the world, and it helps the world have speed, because everybody needs their speed. Not everybody, but the people who are into it.
Okay, and that's true. And what I'm saying is, the criminalization process is the criminalizing of
Look
it
to
is
the future.
is a problem.
And let's talk about the cooler, like how it's gonna be in the future with, basically the modern. We have technology. We came out this like laptop, and it's like real thin, and it has a really fast processor, and it's like got a nice screen, and everything is like this was made by man, who started out with flint, and wheels made out of stone, and like a little bonfire, and an arrow, and an animal hide, and just all the way to like refined laptops, and you know you know I don't know, quartz crystal chandeliers, and you know technology is such that it's a state and age of great accomplishment, and man can be absorbed in his accomplishments best under the influence of drugs, psychoactives, compounds, and basically the
For certain
momentum.
people, obviously.
The momentum of the universe is such that you can you can pretty much guarantee that more and more drugs will be available in the future, and we'll learn more and more about them with trial and error and experience, firsthand experience, and all you need to do is make a wink with an officer that he does the drug too, and nobody wants to even talk about it. Well, there's plenty of compounds available online that you can probably use without offending anybody, and if you find that it compromises the drug test, then you'll say, okay, that's one strike, and I won't do it again, and you just don't do anything. Just smoke your cigarettes, basically. And PTSD. If you get PTSD, you need MDMA, basically. I still need MDMA because I got a little PTSD holding me back. My soul is kind of like frustrated.
What the salvia? It's a whole leaf.
Whole leaf.
Okay, it's whole leaf, and I smoked the concentrate or whatever when I was probably 19. My buddy packed me a big bowl of it, like probably 10x because
I got comfortable with 5x for a while. I used to buy it.
So I smoked the 10x, and I like entered like this little dream, and everything, everyone in it I knew, but they were different people by name and by their personalities basically, but I still felt, well, anyways, I was like really high, and I just started laughing really, really hard, uncontrollably. I couldn't stop, probably for about 5 minutes straight, and then I don't know, it kind of faded away, and I felt kind of sad afterwards.
And if you're not smoking out of a bong, because your bong is like one hit, it all comes down to this one shot. If you're smoking out of a joint, you get multiple attempts to medicate. Gifts. It's so much safer because you don't want to rip off your physiology at just to gain a trip. It'll just tell you something deep, and you go on with your life. It's like, is it necessary? Does it help? Well, I like the biological makeovers. Okay, like we smoke tobacco. I smoke, American spirits. Thank you.
he was pushing
Yeah,
American Spirits down my throat like a motherfucker. So
yeah.
I started smoking American Spirits. I made him a promise I'd smoke American Spirits.
I bought a pouch of organic tobacco when I was like 22 or something. I got this one. Let's go roll a salvia joint.
You know what we keep doing though?
Salvia divinorum is an incredibly difficult substance to get accustomed to, get used to, make a habit of using. I try to like get myself to smoke it in the morning just because I know it has like God's power in it, and it's like I'd love to get smarter. And the biological makeovers are really legitimate. If you ever had a physiological illness, I wouldn't go to a modern doctor. I'd go to a timeless doctor like Salvia divinorum, San Pedro, and I would, just take the day seriously. I get a antipsychotic injection every month, basically in the shoulders, sometimes in the butt cheeks. And that's really like shame on me for ever hating my mom, I think, because I lost a certain degree of freedom. Uh, I don't feel any different, but apparently they work.
So I was just saying I smoke cigarettes. I smoke Marlboro Reds I smoke Camel filters from 17 to 22. I smoke Marlboro Reds from about 22 to now, which I'm 28. And he was always telling me to get American Spirits, American Spirits. When then I made him a promise I'd get American Spirits. And the opposite I hated American Spirits. I only wanted Marlboro. Now I like totally flip. Now I only want American Spirits and I hate Marlboro.
Well, I was gonna say with American Spirits, you get 100% tobacco. You get a cotton filter, and then the papers are actually compressed tobacco, and there are no additives. And other brands add up to 25% of the weight in chemicals, up to 20,000 or something like that. And it's kind of ludicrous to think that your lungs can kind of, work through all that tar, with awkward compounds kind of stuck in you. And I say if you want to add things to your cigarettes, like lace it, like what's popular, PCP or cocaine, I think, or